I'm really impressed of how he is.
Oh, tell me why.
He's a retard. I don't know. He looks like a kid. He's a kid. Like his mentality.
But he is not. He shaves his ass. He shaves his arms, legs. At least I'm a man. I don't do that.
Ilia Topuria fires shots at Arman Tsarukyan as UFC tension explodes inside the lightweight division. Ilia Topuria recently sparked debate in the MMA world with strong comments about Arman Tsarukyan, criticizing his attitude and calling him out directly. His statement quickly spread across the community, gaining attention from fans and fighters alike. Michael Bisping then reacted to Topuria's remarks and shared his own view on the situation.
The Arman Tsarukyan is not the smartest individual on the roster. Screw him. I'm not impressed. He's a spoiled little brat. He went on and on and on and on and on. So we're going to talk about it. So first of all, he says that he's dumb, right? Now, granted, I like Arman Tsarukyan. His dad is a billionaire. He lives an unbelievable lifestyle. But he's been doing a few things recently, like getting thrown off aeroplanes, which, you know, is never a good look. It's never a good look. It doesn't matter whether you were right, whether you were wrong. It could maybe lean towards being a spoiled little brat. I'm not saying that, but you could think that opinion because he wouldn't get off the phone, so he got kicked off an American Airlines plane. Other things that he's done, I mean, he punched a fan walking out.
Bisping added his opinion to the ongoing MMA discussion around Arman Tsarukyan's future in the lightweight division, especially regarding potential big matchups and title opportunities. With growing debate about who he should face next, Bisping shared his view on how the division could unfold and Tsarukyan's place in it.
Let's just assume that he beats Justin Gaethje, right? The next person on the list has to be Arman Tsarukyan. Nobody else, right? It ain't Paddy Pimblett. Justin just beat him. He's probably going to fight Benoit Saint-Denis. I did a video on that a few days ago, right? So it's probably going to be Ilia Topuria. And Ilia Topuria is doing a really good job of hyping up this matchup. And by the way, Arman Tsarukyan is doing a really good job of getting the people on side, right? It seems like the UFC don't want to give him an opportunity. Hold on, there's the strawweight champion of the world, Mackenzie Dern. What do we think about Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan, Mackenzie?
Arman
Tsarukyan. What do you think he could have a shot against Ilia Topuria?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think so.
She's just got out of bed.
Yeah.
I'll leave her to it. Sorry, Mackenzie.
Adding on, MMA discussions around Arman Tsarukyan continue as fighters and analysts debate his mindset, lifestyle, and approach to competing. With recent attention on how he handles training in fight camps, Chael Sonnen shared his view on Tsarukyan's situation and what sets him apart from others in the division.
But here we have Arman Tsarukyan. Fights all the time. Fights quite well. Isn't satisfied. Isn't fighting for the money. He used a great example, but it was just over the weekend at Real American Freestyle. Arman brought 8 guys with him on a private jet. 8 guys, now you count Arman, there's 9 of them. 9 of them travel internationally. The transportation alone is a larger sum than Arman's purse, which, by the way, was huge. But it's not for the money. He actually went backwards, bringing his team along and competing. This is before you go to the training camps, renting the house at Big Bear, getting the rental cars. I mean, literally just transportation alone.
Sonnen continued his explanation about Arman Tsarukyan's mindset and what drives fighters beyond money. He compared different examples from combat sports to show that success is not always about financial motivation, and how some athletes compete for passion, discipline, and challenge, rather than just earning payouts.
The rule, a rich man can't fight, doesn't apply. I'll use the Paul brothers. The Paul brothers are fighting very well, and they had to dig really deep and train really hard to be able to get all of this stuff done in an immensely short period of time to garner the skills. But they were already rich. It was different. They're not fighting for the money. They don't have to have the money. So their motivation comes from something else. But when you do start winning, you do start collecting those checks just keep your other millions of dollars company. And it's different. If you can find a motivation outside of money, then all of a sudden being rich doesn't preclude you from being able to fight. Are you following me with the distinction? And what's interesting, it isn't just that a rich man can't fight. It's if you back it up and you get started, like there are sports for poor guys.
Moving on, Ilia Topuria intensified MMA drama by criticizing Arman Tsarukyan's attitude, lifestyle, and mentality, sparking major debate among fans and fighters. His harsh comments quickly spread across the community, adding more heat to ongoing discussions and increasing attention on Tsarukyan's behavior both inside and outside the cage.
Of how dumb he is.
Oh, tell me why.
He's a retard. I don't know. He looks like a kid. He's a kid. Like his mentality. He's dumb as fuck. I don't know. Everything that I saw about him in the internet, it's embarrassing. A little bit.
Like what in particular? What makes you feel like he's dumb?
I don't know. I don't know. Just fuck Arman. Who cares about him?
Okay.
I don't care.
Do you feel like the fight is bigger now, though?
The thing that I don't like is like when they play that they rich and they show all that money, and it's like, bro, you don't even rich. You that poor that the only thing that you have is money, and you are spending your father's money, not even yours. So, you know what I mean. He's a fucking kid.
The ongoing MMA drama between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria continues to escalate as both fighters trade harsh words and personal insults. After Topuria's recent criticism of Tsarukyan's lifestyle and character, tensions only grew further as Tsarukyan responded strongly, defending himself and firing back with his own accusations in the heated rivalry.
I think that I'm gonna do something on him, and when I meet him, he said he slapped me, but it never happened. He just lied. He lies and he lied, and about that I'm a gangster on the Twitter. I'm not a gangster. I'm the man. But he is not. He shaves his ass. He shaves his arms, legs. At least I'm a man. I don't do that.
How do you know that he does that?
I mean, if you see his videos, he has no hair on his legs. You think he's gonna have a hair on his ass?
I don't know. I never thought of that, to be honest.
Yeah, but he should go to Georgia instead of Miami. He had bad experience in Miami. He should go to Georgia and stay there. And
the feud between Ilia Topuria and Arman Tsarukyan is now fully heated, with constant verbal attacks and rising tension inside the lightweight division. Fans and fighters remain divided as the UFC world watches closely. With experts like Michael Bisping discussing Tsarukyan's future, pressure is building for a major fight that could finally settle everything inside the cage. So, who is really right in this war of words, Ilia Topuria or Arman Tsarukyan? Comment below.